Hello, woodchucks and farmers. Welcome back to Oceanside Forest in the Big Bud with the big drill in the big field, hoping for a big harvest this year of sorghum. So, yeah, we are planting sorghum. We're not going to be that much longer drilling this field. It looks like a lot, which it kind of is, but with a 30-meter wide drill, it won't take us more than a few passes and we'll be done with. And then we are done with the month of April. I don't have anything more to do with the fields. We'll move on to the month of May. We'll have to take care of the weeds in this field, but it will only be down in that corner because the rest of this field is brand new. It was plowed, so no weeds will grow in it this year. But the section down there will have weeds into it, and we are going to be buying ourselves a new weed sprayer, one that I was going to use on Hinterland, but I never got around to buying it. I was checking on some stats. I'm like, oh, I got this even already in my mods file, so we can go ahead and use that one. We're just getting rid of the one that we have because the current working speed of the See and Spot sprayer is 7 miles an hour, which is okay, but when you got big fields, you just want to get the jobs done at a relatively good speed, we need something with a little bit more working speed to it. So the Jatco, if you remember the I think it's pronounced Jatco, we had the planter Jatco. It was expensive, but it worked rather well, and the planter did like to dance in the shed when you reload the game. But overall, it was a great machine. We're going to be using the sprayer here very soon. It's still expensive, but since we got $13.5 million in the bank account, expensive is not a problem for us. In another Let's Play, I probably wouldn't use it. It's going to be like $500,000 compared to... Well, actually, the Hardy sprayer is that much, isn't it? We'll have a look at it in just a minute once we get done planting this field. I was also just looking at the chickens and the ducks, and I thought we just gave them straw, which I'm pretty sure we did, but they're just about out of straw again. If they're going to be going through straw that much, I'm not too concerned about keeping up by putting straw in just to get chicken manure, because I really had no use for the manure anyways other than just bring it to the fuel refinery or sell it. That's all we're really doing with it. I'm just doing it just to show you that it can be done with the enhanced animal mod. So I may not even bother with picking up, be making straw bales and picking them up. I think I should just focus on cutting down trees, making the fields bigger, and just making sure we got enough feed for all the birds that we're going to hopefully plan to have on this series. But if things go well this year and this field does as good as I hope it will, and we got the rest of the fields, I'm hoping to get at least 1 million liters of crop this year, which some say will put us 1/3 of the way of what we'll need to have 20,000 birds on the farm. So progress is being made in that sense, but it's been a lot of work to cut down this many trees to get as far as we have been, which will lead me to this part now. Let's see, this episode should be going out on Monday. I don't know if there'll be an episode of Oceanside Forest on Wednesday or Friday at the normal times. And what I'm going to start doing, because it was brought up on the Discord channel, that my weekly schedule that I used to do, which almost goes back a year since I last posted a weekly schedule, because my weekly schedules were getting kind of hard to predict in some sense. So what I'm going to start doing on the Discord channel, if you want to keep track of what videos are coming up in the next couple of days, what I'm going to do on the Discord channel, where it's there's a category called upcoming vids, it will just be once I get a video uploaded to YouTube, then I know it's going to be going out. So it'd be like a 2 days advance that you can kind of see what videos will be coming out. Because, like I said, Oceanside Forest, I don't plan on doing any tree cutting, I think, this summer. We're just going to bully our way through the year, get to harvest time, and then I'll go through cutting down some more trees. And as you saw, was that last episode? I think I spent like 6 hours or so cutting down trees just to get us much more land. And if I got to do that at least 2 or 3 more times, maybe, I don't know if I got the time to do it in the next week or so. It's going to be kind of hard to keep putting out videos of making progress here. You don't want to see me doing 7 hours of just cutting down trees. Many of you don't even want to see 5 minutes of me cutting down trees, let alone 7 hours. So yeah, if you want to keep track of what videos will be coming out in the next couple of days moving forward, you can probably see it on the Discord channel and upcoming vids. I'll just, like I said, every time I upload a video to YouTube and start scheduling it, I can post it on the Discord channel. That way I know they'll be going out at that time. So yeah, I'm not sure if there'll be an Oceanside Forest video on Wednesday or Friday. If there isn't one, we'll be probably on American Falls instead, because that map has been updated. You will see episode later on this afternoon on the American Falls updated map version. So there is one small problem that I think I saw. But yeah, you have to wait until that video comes out to see what the problem I'm having. And I want to say it's a major problem. We'll see if it corrects itself, but I'm a little concerned about it. But here, anyways, looks like I'm going to get the rest of the field planted without having to refill with fertilizer or seed. Although seed, we came here with 100% seed, and we've only used 20%. Fertilizer, we've refilled once. So that's not too bad. How much more do I got behind me? One full pass for sure. Maybe two. But we are just about done here. I am liking the triple tires on the Big Bud. Just only reason is we don't seem to be losing any top speed on the working speed, which is 11 miles an hour. I think when I was down at the Harbor Field, I did slow down a couple miles an hour going, I would call it north. So maybe with the triple tires, we're getting enough traction to pull this behind us. So it seems to be working out well. So I think we'll stick with the triples. As long as I can get around and up and down the roads with the triples, we're fine. If I can't, well, then I'll have to get the tree harvester or a chainsaw and make sure we can get up and down the road with the triples. This field, in a little while, once we move to the month of May, is going to look really nice with the crop being germinated and growing. Just trying to see if I can get the rest of this in one pass, but I mean, I got to head back the other direction anyway, so if I can't get it done, which looks like it might be just a little bit shy on getting it done, I gotta go the other direction anyway, so. And I'm actually happy the way this whole setup turns. I mean, I can bind itself if I turn real tight, but mostly you don't need to turn that tight when you got a drill that's 30 meters wide. You don't need to turn that tight of a circle. So overall, I think it did take me about 40 minutes to drill this field, which is not bad at all. But in the future, we should have the other two fields getting close to this size, I hope. Turn that off. And now we'll start folding up the drill. I probably should stop while it folds up. That I kind of forgot this one folds up like this. And we are done drilling at least until harvest season, or just after harvest season, where we got to replant the barley and the wheat. Sorghum will be going in the hillside field next year. This, after harvest season, will turn into barley, and the barley field will turn into wheat. But for now, we're just going to park this right out here. I'm not going to bother washing it, because like I said, we're going to be using it not too far in the future. And let's see, do I need to do anything else around here? Not so much. Kind of weird I'm going to be calling it quits around 9 a.m., but That's the way the cookie crumbles. So, yeah, if we go over to this pen here, and we open the door, you can kind of see they're just about out of straw already. So, I'm not too concerned about keeping up with the straw and the manure. Like I said, that was just kind of like a side little thing that we were doing. And the other thing I want to check on before I go to bed is how are we doing on the wood chip side of things. I haven't cut down trees in a bit. Okay, so we're down to 250,000 liters of wood chips there. Still got 624,000 liters of wood chips there. And same here. The sawmill should be completely empty. Although I almost got 1,000 liters of planks. But we're not making planks anymore. So those will just go ahead and sit there. But let's go ahead and we're just going to go to bed. The chickens are fine. Production buildings are doing what they need to do. Yeah, everything else is fine. Things are looking good here in Oceanside. We'll sleep until 8 o'clock. It's summertime, so the sun should be up. There's the rain that we saw for the month of April. That came and went. Some more rain. If it's raining when we wake up, then we'll go ahead and do something, well, advance time. Can I get on down? There we go. All right, so first things first. Let's head on over to the chicken pens. And, of course, we're getting some new birds every month here. And we got to find the male chicks. If we got any male chicks, there we go. Click on them. Okay, so we got more than 60. Sell. And sell. So 1924, all but one are females. That's what we're keeping. So they're all set. They still got 40,000 liters of food in their trough. We're piling up with some eggs, which will be fun to sell here in a little bit. Over to the ducks. Same thing. The ducks are a little bit behind because we started the ducks, I think, a month after the chickens. So let's see. Male ducklings right here. And let's see. Do we got more than 60? I'm sure we do. Sell those. Another 60. All right. And nope. Wrong one. Almost sold females. And there we go. So they're a little bit more behind. So we're almost up to 4,000 birds on the farm. So that's pretty cool. All right. So the birds are taken care of. Let's see. How are we doing on here? All right. Still got 100,000 liters of wood chips there. Not going through them as fast as I thought we would be. I thought I'd be going through 600,000 liters a month. But I think it's not even, well, it's close, not even that, because these should have been empty. So these are slowly catching up with wood chips. So as long as they keep on running and I don't cut down trees for a month or so, those will empty on out, which will help out that building. But yeah, those aren't keeping up. I'm not going to put down any more fuel refineries. If those can't keep up, eventually I have to sell wood chips straight up, but that's fine. All right, let's get to the store. Let's see. Yeah, so the Rubicon Hardy sprayers are almost $500,000. So it's the same price. But this is what we're going to be getting, the Jatco sprayer. So the working width, it can be 36 meters, but we're going up to 42. We're bumping it up. Narrow tires, yes. Window tinting design 2. I think we'll go with a little bit of a tint. And of course, see and spot spraying, that's what we want. An extra 39,000, bringing the total to 528, which is just fine there. Let's go ahead and buy that. And now let's go ahead and grab our sprayer. And just head back to the farm itself. What's it like in cab of the Jatco? Well, the tinted windows are nice. She's got some good top speed at 34 miles an hour. It says it can do. Can't see much out the back, but then again, that's where the tank is. But we're going to head back to the farm. We're going to take out our New Holland See and Spot sprayer. Going to empty that on out, and then we'll just sell that because I don't need it on the farm. We don't need 2 of these. One is more than enough. And then we'll take the herbicide from that See and Spot sprayer, put it in this one, and we're going to quickly go ahead and spray off the weeds in that field ahead of us. So a couple things, that the reason why we're buying this again is the working speed. is just about or almost double. And also the working width now is 6 meters wider than what we had. So, you know, not only double the speed, but, you know, a bigger working width. So you'll get the job done that much quicker. Won't be able to use it on these fields here. But that's why we got the smaller see and spot sprayer to take care of those fields right there. All right, hopefully I can unload this thing. But if not, well, I'll just sell it with the herbicide in it, I guess. It's in this shed, right? Nope, it is not in that shed. Yeah, it's in this one. Okay, let's come over here away from everything and hopefully it unloads. This action cannot be performed here. Why not? Well, like I said, not that big of a deal. Let me hop on out of that. Let's go to garage, crop protection, and we'll just sell it with it in there. We're going to get $200,000 back, but whatever. All right. Let's go ahead and we'll buy the herbicide. Don't know why I can't unload here for some reason. I was able to unload on Goldcrest Valley recently, so I'm not sure. I seem to have an unloading problem here. Alrighty, can I not refill? Do these need to be... Let's see, do I need an unfold sprayer to fill these on up? If I do, that's going to cause me some problems. Right back where we started from, going on down to the store to buy herbicide and fill it up this way. It wouldn't work. So we're down here at the store. So I'm just double checking to see what the capacity of this tank is, and it's 4,500 liters. So we'll probably buy 2 containers. I think they come in 2,000 liters a piece. Herbicide, yeah, 2,000 liters a piece. So we'll buy 2. Okay, so we can only buy 1 at a time. And let's hope I can refill now. All right, well that works. That's all that matters. We're not going to go through that much herbicide anyways. Being a see and spot sprayer, as we all know, they don't go through too much. Perfect. All right, now let's go back to the farmyard field, and we'll open up this thing and quickly take care of the weeds that have grown, I'm sure, in that field. And here we are. And who left the McCormick in the middle of the road? Yeah, that'd be me. I'm the only one here. I remember the second I saw it, I'm like, oh yeah, I left that there because I thought I was going to refill the seed tank with fertilizer. And I think I will go ahead and get that kind of set up, and I'll take care of that later on. I'll fill that up and get it kind of prepped for fall planting. Let's turn off the McCormick there so we don't forget. Run back over here. Now it's kind of hard probably to see the weeds, but they are here, I assume. Oh yeah, I can see them. Just barely can see them. Now let's go ahead and unfold this thing. Narrow tires on the Jatco sprayer, so no matter what stage the crop is in, we should be more than fine with it. Should not destroy any of the crops. And that is nice working width right there. And yep, see and spot spraying is working. You can see it's only spraying where the weeds are. And a working speed of 15 miles an hour, so it's going to be, like I said, a quick, easy job. It's just going to be kind of hard to see where the weeds are and are not. Okay, I'm going to say right there because the sprayer is not spraying anything. So that means there's no weeds here, basically. Yeah, this is what I'm looking for. Price tag, not so much, but after looking at it, it's the same price as the Hardy sprayer. And this can do see and spot weed spraying. Once we get to weeds again. There it goes. Now it's spraying again. Watch out for the trees there, Peanut. You keep hitting these trees here. Can I lower that down? That boom down? Yeah, we need to lower that boom down. Don't need to be spraying a yard above the crop. Let's get it nice and close to the ground so the wind doesn't spray the liquid herbicide and not land on the weeds. Yeah, this will take care of the job nice and quick for us in the future. I don't need to get all the weeds right on the edge if they are there. I don't think if I bring up the mini-map, it's going to show me where the weeds are. No, it doesn't. But as long as we get the majority of them, we're fine. All right, now you can kind of probably see where some of the dead weeds are. Not a whole lot of weeds in this field. Then cut back down this way like this. So probably once every 2 years, if that, I'll have to buy some herbicide and fill this up, so not that big of a deal. Not really sure why I can't refill sometimes from the hut. Probably just a me thing, meaning I'm not understanding what I'm doing. And once I get done spraying this field, I'll have a quick look at the mini-map to see if I missed any big sections. But now this field is in the best shape that it possibly... Well, I shouldn't say that. Because we didn't mulch, we didn't roll. Mulching, as we kind of tested last year, that seems like it could pay off. The rolling, as we tested a couple years ago in this Let's Play, the rolling didn't give us hardly any benefit whatsoever. It was like a 1% increase. It is an increase, but yeah, not enough to make me want to go around roll all the fields every time we plant them. I could just set it off on a worker and it'd probably get the job done at a decent rate, but here we are. Alright, let's have a look at the mini-map, and the PDA file says, what the PDF file says what here? Let's go to here. Weeds. Well, they're all brown, meaning the weeds are dead. Except for a little spot right here, but that's okay. But that's where all the weeds are. And yeah, we took care of the weeds here last fall. The weeds are gone here. We took care of that with the New Holland. And same thing for up here. Yeah, so we are all set. So spend $500,000 on a piece of equipment, use it for about a minute and a half, fold it on up, and say see you next year. And we'll throw you into here. I need to change the paint job on the ground there. I think that's concrete when it should be just crushed stone. Close that on up. And what we're going to do next here is we're jumping into our tree harvester, which has got a good enough amount of fuel into it. The repair status, yeah, it needs a little bit of repair. But I don't know if that affects it as much. I think it'll burn through the fuel a little bit quicker. But as for everything else, I think it'll be just fine. We're going to mosey on up here, and I'm going to cut across over to the other side of this wheat field. I had to think there for a moment what crop was in there, and that crop is looking pretty darn good. 2 more months of it and we got harvest time, which is great because the chickens are going to need the feed. But we're going to start getting ready to expand this field for the next following season. I'm not going to cut the trees down close to the field because I don't want them going into the crop, damaging the crop. So we're going to scoot down the road just a little bit and start cutting down just a few trees. But actually what I also need to do, let me pull over to the side for a moment. I need to go ahead and put a road in here, which I haven't gotten to yet, but now we're going to get to it right now. Landscaping, painting. Let's come on down to where this road is. It's going to be kind of close to our field. If I happen to delete a little bit of our field, that's fine. I mean, it's not fine, but it's fine all the same. Why did you... whatever. Just don't do that to my field. Don't glitch into my field and take away some of my crop. Trying to give myself a little bit of room alongside the telephone poles. And there we go. We are up to there. Perfect. Let's get on the road. There we go. Well, coming on down here, we got to take care of the tree that's in the road to begin with, right? Got to make room for our winter wolf to come on through. For me, it's been about 4 days, I think, since I cut down a tree, so might be a little bit rusty to start with. I think what I'm going to do... Yeah, let's get this one as well. I know how I drive when I got logs in the back of the Winter Wolf. I'm all over the place, so let's make sure I give myself plenty of room to come on down the road. So let me come on down here. Nice and flat all the way throughout, so that's going to be good farming once we open it up. Might be a few little hills in here. Alright, we'll just pick this spot right here, it'll be good. Luckily the forest does not look really dense like I am throughout here. It's kind of spread out. I've noticed that here in Oceanside Forest, we get some areas where it seems more open than others, so you cut down like 10, 12 trees and it opens up quite a bit. And then you get other spots to where it gets really dense and you cut down 10, 12 trees and you hardly moved anywhere. And at this point, I'd rather cut down the fewer trees where it's not as dense. Because more spots I open, the better. This is why you shouldn't be driving over logs with a tree harvester while you're trying to cut down trees. Makes it a little bit difficult. On the road to 5,000 trees cut. That's basically where we're going to be at. I would like to cut down 1,000 trees for this field by next year. And if we get more than that done, that'd be great. Because we currently sit at 4,000 and something. Yeah, just over 4,000. 417 is what we sit at. And of course, we already paid Billy to take down the stumps up to 5,000 trees, so we're all set there. And I'm thinking the way the fuel refineries are going through the wood chips, I'll probably, when I really get going on this wood section over here in the fall, I'll probably have to sell wood chips. Not the biggest concern in the world, but it would be nice if the production buildings would manage themselves for the most part, which they do. And just a reminder, yeah, I realize I can put the wood chips on sale direct, but it would go to the shipyard sell point, which offers a load of money for wood chips. And even though money is not a concern of mine on the series, as we can see, when the series ends, I want to see how much money we made, but I don't want to be making an abundant amount of money from wood chips that is ridiculously over market value. Actually, I don't think it'll show me because it's in production buildings, will it? No. Once the wood chips are in the fuel refinery, it does not show it. But if I were to show you, in case you haven't seen it, where am I going here? I need to go there. Wood chips. So Billy offers 210. Shipment Port right now offers 1320 per 1,000 liters, and this is on hard economy. And it's not even the good time of the year for wood chips. I think the best price it offers is like 3,000 on hard economy. So I'm guessing on easy economy you might get $9,000 per 1,000 liters of wood chips, which is amazingly good. So I'm not going to be too focused on cutting down trees this summer up here. I want to get to the harvest season so we can kind of see what we get for yield off the fields. I'm shooting for 1 million, and that way we can kind of see after harvest season exactly how much more we need to do here. I mean, we got a good amount to do to begin with, but at least I'll get a better understanding of how much more we need to open up. I mean, if we get a really good yield, I say we get like 1.5 million. I mean, that would tell me, like, okay, it's not as bad as originally thought. If we get 1 million, it's still not that bad, but it's a good amount of work. And if I get under 1 million, then we got a long road ahead of us. And this is the view you get sometimes when cutting down trees when you're in the forest and you haven't cleared out enough. You get the views of the trees behind you. And all I do when I go around and cut trees here in Oceanside, I kind of get a pattern trying to go. But after a while, it's just like, you know what? It doesn't matter what tree I decide to cut next. They're all coming down pretty much in this general area. So just pick one that looks good, that you're lined up with, and go. And I do try to get as close to the ground as I possibly can as I'm cutting down trees because, you know, I'll be driving over them with the tree harvester. And the higher the stumps, the more of a problem it can be. And once I get too many stumps, I call on Billy and he takes care of them within an instant. But just a reminder, like I said, not sure if I'll have another Oceanside Forest episode this week or not. It'll all depend. If you want to keep track of upcoming videos, I am just starting. I'm recording this on Saturday before this video goes out. On my Discord channel, I'm going to start posting upcoming videos in the upcoming videos category. And I'll be updating that pretty much every day, at least I hope. And yeah, basically what I'm going to be doing is once a video gets uploaded to YouTube and YouTube has processed the video, I can kind of figure out, like, okay, this video can go out this certain day, that certain day. As for trying to schedule a week in advance, that's getting to be kind of hard to do. That's why I stopped doing it. But I know a lot of people have been asking, when's the next episode of this coming out? When's the next episode of that coming out? And at least you can check there, and that way, usually it's going to be a 2-day notice. So like on Saturday, I already got the videos up, posted up all the way until Tuesday right now, because those videos have been uploaded. But at least you'll get a 2-day advance notice on a video that you might be looking for. And then once again, I'll be on the Discord channel. I'm not going to post on the community page, because I'll be posting like every 12 hours, and community posts on YouTube don't always get noticed. So I'm just going to do it on the Discord channel anyways. But if it's not an Oceanside Forest video, it will be an American Falls video now that that map has been updated. And we're just kind of getting started there. Like I said, later on this afternoon, episode 8 will be out, which is on the updated version of American Falls. And we're not doing any challenges there. The only thing we can't do on American Falls is take out a loan. That's pretty much it. Then everything else is pretty much free range. We can do whatever we want there. But we got to get money first on that map. So that's step 1. And the next step here is, yeah, just wait until harvest season. And if I get a little bit of free time, I'll come on here and maybe knock out 50 trees at a time. I don't think I'm going to spend another 7 hours sitting here cutting down trees. I just couldn't sleep that night, so I was like, let's go cut some trees down. And I turned on some music, got into a groove, and next thing you know, we had a whole bunch of trees cut down. But it's going to pay off. That sorghum field's going to have a very, very good harvest. At least I hope so. And here comes the rain, which is fine. We can cut trees down in the rain. I'm in a cab. I'm nice and dry. And the tree harvester does not care about wet trees too much. But anyways, that's going to do it for today, guys. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the episode. I do appreciate you watching as always. I'll catch you again right here in Oceanside Forest. But until then, have a good one.